Okay, welcome Margaret's Kitchen. Anyways, I have my beef roast, just a tiny one, the of my meat boiling for the sweet meat empanaditas, chile rellenos and empanaditas. So we'll check it out. And I'm making peanut butter on the other side, but this is for today. As I said, I'm making sweet meat chile relleno balls. They're little bolitas like this. And so I have my beef tongue in here, and it's been cooking for, quite some time, for about 5 hours. So after a little bit, it should be able to peel off the top part of it, off the meat itself. And I'm going to get it like this. See? Just peels right off, see? And so anyways, let me get, hold on a second. I put the top layer. See, this is the skin of the tongue. And it comes right off. So you just peel it all off. And then of course I have my regular roast in here. I'm making quite a bit of them, so I also have a roast in here. And I just cook it together, not a big deal. Margaret's Kitchen is cooking it up. So anyways, I'm going to turn it around just so you guys can see it. See? And don't be going, and this and that, because you know what? It's amazing to make the chile relleno bolita, the balls, out of the lengua. And then I also do, regular meat too. Because sometimes you don't always find the lengua. Well, I haven't been able to find it. It used to be the most inexpensive cut of meat. And let me tell you, it's expensive. Just this lengua alone was $32. So it's not cheap to make it the original way, And so anyways, so that's how you remove all the skin, the top layer of the tongue, and it's the beef tongue. I've never tried it with anything else, so anyways, I wanted to show you that, see? And then I'm going to finish cleaning it out, and then we'll get started. Yeah. Look at this. Look at how nice. It just comes right off. Just kind of like slips right off like an envelope. I don't want to touch it because it is hot and it's still on. But I like to, look at that. Look at that. Look at how nice that meat is. Look at that. And it just peels right off, see? You cook it right, it peels right off. Nice. Ooh. Look at that. Look at all the beautiful meat in here. And I take a little bit of that. I take this little bit of fat off. See? See how nice? Look at that. Look at that. And this is all meat. except this part. It's the top layer. You just take it off. That's all that you do. See, look at that. Look at all that meat. Nice, huh? Okay, now we're gonna take it out and start to shred it. Okay, now I'm gonna take it out and put it in my bowl. Look at this. Now this is a regular round. And there's the lengua. So I usually leave a little bit of liquid in here for my meat, because you never want your meat to be dry either. So you want a little bit of liquid in there. And then I'm gonna let it cool down, and then we'll get to shredding it. Okay, it's cooled down. Now look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at that. Look at that. Do it with my hands. Don't worry, this is for my family. Okay? I mean, I don't, you know, people will tell me, oh my God, you should be using gloves. It's my house, my cooking, my family. I think we're doing good. But anyway, so look at how nice this is. Beautiful, huh? And we just shred it, and then after we're done, we're going to put it through the meat grinder. And actually, it's going to be my food processor today. See, there's a little piece of the leg. I'm going to put it to the side right there of the skin. And I just take that off. Look at that. How beautiful, huh? Put that to the side right there. Nice, huh? Anyways, thank you to those that have ordered my cookbook. I hope you've enjoyed that special little gift I sent you. I wish I could send you guys a lot of stuff, but I can't. And so, you know, I hope you enjoy the, you know, the markers, the book markers I sent you. They're really special to me, and that's what I sent you. And so thank you very, very much for, you know, for just supporting me by buying my cookbook, by purchasing my cookbook and stuff. I really appreciate it very much. My tamale masa, you know what? So many of you have commented on it and just everything. And I'm so, you know, I just feel so thankful and so grateful. And I just give all the glory to God, you know, for just blessing me with the gift of cooking and stuff. So thank you. And thank all of you, you know, I mean, just thank you guys. It's still hot. Look at that. And you know, the nice part about the lengua, there's no bones, you know, in the tongue. But a tongue sometimes can be very sharp if you don't watch the words that you use, because you can really hurt somebody with that tongue. You know, I've always said that, and stuff. So anyways, this is what I'm doing. We're having a matanza, and so I wanted to make some chile rellenos for it. And I thought what's nice is that look at how beautiful the meat is. Look at this. Look at it. The lengua is just the best. You know, just the best. And then here's the roast. See? Look at the difference from the lengua to just the, you know, the round roast. Round. Anyways, and so this is just, like I said, I like to shred it before I put it in the food processor. It just does the job properly that way, you know, and stuff. So that's, you know, what I really like to do, and then we'll start to add all the ingredients, you know. So you'll add allspice, nutmeg, cinnamon, raisins, pinon, and you have to chop up your pinon, you know, because you don't want whole pinons in here. You just want, you know, want them chopped up. And so anyways, and then brown sugar, and I always put a little bit more of white sugar. I'll put like a 1/4 cup of white sugar. But anyways, we'll go over the ingredients once I'm done shredding, and then we'll get back into the food processor in just a few minutes. Okay, so now let me get some of the meat, and I'm going to pulse it. And I'm just going to pulse it all together, just a little at a time. You don't want to do too much because you don't want it to turn into mush either. So just put a little bit in here and pulse. Then I'll show you what it looks like when you pulse it. Okay. Okay. And when you pulse it, it just does it perfect, like if you had it, put it into a meat grinder. The reason I didn't use my meat grinder, the old Machina one, is because of the fact not everybody has one. So everybody has a lot of people have food processors. So that's why I chose to use the food processor right now. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So then, look at this, perfectly grind the way that you need it. So then what I do, once that part's done, then I put it into the pot that I cooked the meat in with about a 1/4 cup of the liquid, okay? That's left in there. And so that way, you always want your meat to be moist. Okay, you do not want your meat to be dry at all. You want it to be moist. So we're going to put this back in here and finish grinding it. And so the lengua is like it's like 6 pounds, 6.5 pounds it was. And then the beef roast was 7 pounds. That's a lot, you know. So, you know, so that's how much I'm making. I chose to make that much. Like I said, we're having a matanza for my birthday this weekend. And so, as you know, my birthday's January 1st. So, we're going to have a matanza. So we're butchering a vorera, a sheep, a lamb. And anyways, and then we're also doing pork, you know, the piggy. And so that's what we're going to be doing. So anyway, so I'm going to finish grinding, you know, pulsing this, and then be back. Okay, this should be the last. This is the last of the carne. And look at nice and brown. So this is going to make a lot. Just depends on how you shape them. Sometimes, you know, if I get lazy, I shape them big. That way you finish right away, right? But anyways, and so, but this time, you know, I don't know. I'll see how I make them. And so anyways, so this is the process, see? And stuff. So, okay. I'm going to mix all this up. And now, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip up 2 eggs. And with the 2 eggs, I am going to, whip it up with milk. So it's 2 large eggs. Hold on, my thing got stuck. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2 eggs in my bowl. I'm going to move just a tad so you guys can see my ingredients. And I already have my skillet. I've had it warming. I've had it on low. And then once I'm done making all the little bolitas, all the little balls, probably about this big, then I'll start to fry them. But in the meantime, I'm going to do 2 eggs. Okay. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of milk. And I'm going to just whip it up. And it's an egg and milk mixture that you're going to use. And with this, I'm going to use a couple of tablespoons that I'm going to add to the mixture. Not all of it, just a couple. And it just kind of holds as a glue, I think. You know, more than anything else, it's a glue. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, a tablespoon of allspice. If you don't have allspice, then you've got to do the nutmeg, the cinnamon, all the fun stuff, the cloves and whatnot. So then I'm going to add 2½ cups of brown sugar. I love brown sugar. That is just kind of my staple. I love brown sugar. So anyways, and I don't pack it, just place it in there. And then I'm going to add my homemade apple butter to it, or applesauce. Some people call it applesauce, but it's apple butter. I call it apple butter because that's what my intentions was. But it's so delicious, and it has a lot of spices already in it, you know. So that's like perfect. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of the mixture, the milk and egg mixture to it. And I might just add a 3rd one because there's a lot of me. So I added 3. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to combine the meat and everything all together. And I'm going to put my burner on low. And I just kind of mix it around like this. Okay, just for a minute. And then once I mix it in a little bit, then we're going to add, okay, it's all mixed in. We're going to add our chopped, crushed up piñón. We're going to add our green chili because chile rellenos, the sweet chile rellenos, they're tang and sweet all at the same time. And then we're going to add the raisins. Okay, so here's my raisins. I'm using the golden raisins and stuff, so I love the raisins. I'm just crushing them just a little bit more and stuff. So here's all the raisins. It's a cup of the raisins. And now you're just combining it all. And that's our dog. She decided she came in, and she's in the other, but she's barking away because I don't know what she's doing. Lola, stop. And it's just a perfect tang. See, and then you know, like I said, then you get the liquid, that little bit of liquid you have, and it works. So I put golden raisins because that's what I had. It's all good. You know, everything is always, you improvise. Everything's always improvise. Isn't that nice? Look at that. So now I'm going to do a little piece. Taste it. Mmm. Delicious. Mmm. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of let it sit for a little bit and see how it comes together. Watch this. And this is what you want. See your little bolitas? See? So you want to make a bunch of your little bolitas this size. And then you're going to dip them in your egg mixture. And then dust them in flour, shake off your flour, and then put them in the fryer to, you know, begin frying them. Okay, we're going to let it rest, and then we'll begin rolling the little bolitas. Okay, now the meat's ready. So now what we're going to do is make little bolitas, little balls. They're cute, huh? So you can dip them. Well, I'm going to make a few first, so that way we can fry them at the same time. Make the balls first. How nice they are. And sometimes you could just make them this way. You know, but I like the little balls. So welcome to Margaret's Kitchen, Comidas de mi Familia, Tu Sangre es Tu Sangre. If you haven't purchased my Authentic New Mexico cookbook, where you can find these amazing chile rellenos, sweet chile rellenos, it's under Dulcé chile rellenos, meaning sweet. That's the name. That's how I have it on my cookbook. And so anyways, you can do so, www.nmcookbookmariabaca.com. So anyways, don't forget, you guys, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, you know, and hit that bell. That way you guys can be informed when I'm doing something, you know, when I, upload a video or, you know, whatnot. So, and the other thing is, again, thank you. And those that have already purchased my cookbook, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to dip these in the egg wash and then in the flour. So I'm going to put it in. Egg wash. Okay, gouache. And there's no clean way of doing this. So, like I said, I cook for my family. I've never killed anybody. You know, never made anybody sick. So, hello. So, like I said, you know, it used to be a saying my dad used to say, and people would be like, oh my goodness, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. My dad would say it in Spanish, tan puerca y tan scandalosas, you know. And it was so funny. It's just a funny saying. And, you know, I never really understood it till later on in life. And I go, oh, that's what he means. You know, we act like we're so clean, and yet, you know, we do funny things. So don't be so, you know, so finicky about what other people do, you know. I mean, it's okay. Dad was funny. He had funny sayings, but and your hands get so messy. I rinse my hands. They're like amazing. You should smell-o-vision. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew what my cookbook looked like for those that do not, you know, have not seen it or whatnot. I'm going to just put it right there. Oh, maybe I'll just put it right there. And stuff, so that way you guys can kind of see it. Okay. Ooh, starting to float. Yeah, you want them to get a little brown. It wasn't as hot, so it'll get hot. So I'll leave it in there. It usually doesn't take as long because it's hot. But right now it's not as hot as I would have wanted it to be. It's all good. It don't matter. It's all good. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yum. And then you'll see that's the sugar that's in your carne. That's what all this is. It's the sugar and stuff. So you're gonna see a lot of that. That's the one thing you'll see a lot of. Yeah, the oil wasn't as hot as I normally have it. Oh yeah, it's kind of. It was popping. I had it warm. I had it warming, just kept it on low until I was done with everything. That way it's, you know, really easy and stuff. So anyways, I'll make a few more. And usually while they're frying, I'll make a few. You know, that way you have a bunch ready. Hey, this meat is so delicious. And you will see the difference when you use the lengua and then with the roast. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. And they usually just take about a minute or so to cook, you know, to get that crust. But because I didn't let it heat up fast, you know, the way it should have, that's what happened. I went ahead of myself. See, I'm a normal person. I go ahead of myself. And then everybody's like, there's a few people, oh my goodness, do you have to talk so much? It's like, yes, you're in my kitchen. I don't sit in here and just pray. You know, I like to talk, platicar. You know, that's what's good in the kitchen. Es la plática, you know, the talk. And, hey, and all the chisme. And as they say, you know, that's what everybody would get together and they would, you know, do all the chisme. And stuff. And as kids, you know that you were interested in the chisme that tias and everybody were talking about, you know. Let's see. The sugar. Oh yeah. See? Yum. Like I said, it'll yes. Now those are delicious. Now let me see. I'm going to put a few in. Now I do it all at the same time. Okay, so now, let me wash my hands real quick. I want to get, if they're going to already, that way I don't get as much flour as I did. Or ahorita, you know, like I said, I'm a normal person. I don't, you know, I'm not here for a beauty contest. I'm only here to cook. I use this. Use a fork for now. So now what I do is I shake it off a little bit and then in. Oh, now it's sizzling. Don't splash. Yeah, now you can hear the sizzle. Okay, now you see the sizzle? Very different when you do that, when you wait. Okay. Look at this. Look at how good they look. Aren't those amazing? And let me, it tastes hot. Put it into it. Wow. Oh, those are delicious. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of my kitchen. Thank you for being patient with me. And again, thank you for those that ordered my cookbook. And remember to be nice. Practice being nice. You know what? And glorify the Lord. He's amazing. And but you know, again, just practice being nice. It doesn't hurt to be nice, and stuff. And I'll try to get in another video before my birthday and stuff. And so, but thank you all for giving me a wonderful year and just being a good part of my family. Love you all. God bless you. Adios y buena suerte con todo. Again, thank you for being a part of Margaret's Kitchen. Comidas de mi familia, tu sangre es tu sangre. My authentic New Mexico cookbook. Adios. Bye.